Good morning. It's the 21st of June 2024, and for a reason that I am not entirely sure of, it's very important that I tell you that and that I'm recording this at 9:32 on the 21st of June. So right now we have had the solstice, we've had the sun enter the sign of Cancer, and we are yet to have the full moon. So I am recording this in that gap in between. This morning I woke up feeling like I've taken the entire sunlight into my heart space and that I have a really important transmission to transmit. Therefore, here I am doing it. Okay, so I feel that I'm supposed to be guiding whoever hears this transmission, whoever sees it and hears it in the perfect time, then it's right for you. And if it doesn't feel right for you, please click off, because trust your intuition, number one. Okay, always. If it feels correct and good and right, then it is. And if it's not, it's not. So the sun is currently moving between the sign of the end of Gemini and into the sign of Cancer. Now that marks the initiation of summer. Well, in the Northern Hemisphere, okay? So we are called into our initiation spark of our own blooming, our own heart space. Cancer is the sign of emotional nurturing. It's of our private, most innermost heart space, where we want to feel safe. Like, I don't know, it's the sign of the crab. So it's as though we have to get that shell and protect our deepest heart space. And that's why we want to feel like we understand where our home is. We understand where to feel okay in ourselves, in this world. And that may come from a place, it may come from a physical place, it may come from a deeper inner knowing of self, and it may come when we are with others who feel nurturing and nourishing to us. And we don't need to second guess it or judge it, it just is. Because at the end of the day, we all know what feels good. And it's about paying attention to feelings, to the powerful, electrotransmitter that it is, our individual hearts and our collective hearts. Now, the energy of the sun moving into this space is all about calling in and expressing your radiance, your excitable, emotional, genuine radiance from the most abundant, loving, deepest heart space you have. Okay, literally the love inside of you, the love inside of your heart, and taking that and knowing that and allowing that sunshine from within your heart to radiate out across the world. And that is true heart-based leadership. That is what the sign of Cancer is really bringing to our world at this time. And there's no wonder that it's the sign of the mother. It's about the moon, our emotions, mothering, because also the vibration of this particular energy as the sun transitions from Gemini, literally, like whether you take it as 30 degrees of Gemini or 0 degrees of Cancer, that is the same thing. And I want to deeply just tune into that now, mainly because it's where I have my Jupiter. So my Jupiter is going, hey world, there's an expansion of this energy. And I'm supposed to be talking about this. So if you're still with me, this is what it is. And I see this all the time in the charts of people I do readings for. It's that knowing that when you are living your tiny little things that are happening in your life, the microcosm of your life, the mundane life, there are interwoven into all of that reflections of the outer macrocosm, reflections of the collective, and you become aware that you are living great mysteries through the everyday fabric of your micro life. And you are called into contemplating yourself as bigger than you thought you were. And it feels like a really powerful energy to bring through your body and life, because it is. Because you are supposed to be able to witness yourself as a divine miracle running through everyday life. And many of us who are called into heart-based leadership, and to speak in the way that I am doing now, are deliberately and consciously working with these energies where we go, oh, my deepest heart space feels like it's on show. And there's a relevance running through how I'm feeling, what I'm doing. These special little moments of life feel like a sparkly reflection of what everybody's doing. Why? Because we are all connected. And it feels like a big deal to contemplate that. And that's what we fill our hearts with as the sun moves into Cancer. It's like, oh my goodness, me as the mother represents Mother Earth as well, all at the same time, and in every other human being, and in all aspect of nature that we are able to see and feel and contemplate. All of it, all at once, all together, like a chorus of everyone singing from that same heart. Yes, a unique, individualized reflection, but everyone singing together. Whew. Okay. And there's an importance to feeling that vibration, feeling yourself as a worthy, valid, heart-based person who exists in this universe deliberately. You are a deliberate act of creation that sparkles and spans out into this whole universe, and that is you. That is you. And at this initiation point in the year, we get to contemplate what we are setting off in terms of our blooming. What are we bringing into bloom? Where does that intention begin in our hearts? So if you tune into that amazing diamond or flower, however you see your innermost heart, if you just tune into that, what wants to grow now and really come into bloom in that space? What do you wish to see? What do you wish to be? What do you want more of? What are you going to choose to be more of? Which messages are you going to give more of? How are you going to show up for yourself and others and life more of? wasn't quite the right sentence, but I think you get the message. And very soon, in the next day, we are also being called into, very quickly, the full moon. Now, at every full moon, we get to contemplate both ends of the spectrum of a particular polarity. So 0 degrees of Capricorn, which is winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, so 21st of December, and I cannot believe we're here already, 21st of June, exactly 6 months since that day. Oh my gosh. So when we're at 0 degrees of winter, we are saying, right, okay, what do I need to do to conserve my energy, to make it through to the brightest day, which is what we're on right now. Yeah. That there will be this opposite day of eternal sunshine. But you know, like in the movie Frozen, where Elsa sets off this eternal winter, it's like 0 degrees of Capricorn goes, right, okay, we're in it for the long haul. And you muster that ambition and drive and determination, that steely determination to see it through, no matter how rough the road gets, no matter how craggy the mountain seems. You put one hoof in front of the other and you go for it, and you keep going, and you take a pause and take a breath, and you look at the vista and you go, I've come this far and I'm not going to give up now. And you carry on with your little hooves, okay? And that's Capricorn. And that ambition and that growth and the ability to see the long range view, the long range plan, and put your mind to it and organize for the long term. That is the value of Capricorn that I want you to really, really feel into. But I have to tell you something. There has been so much that collectively, I feel sick saying it, there has been, this is the point of the message, there has been so much about those out of balance Capricorn energies that we have had to explore and unravel and unwind and unbind from our collective sickness. The collective sickness of patriarchal control that has blighted all of us and ravaged our earth. I can barely speak. I'm getting all my fizz and fizz mixed up. Okay, so over the past 15 years, the planet Pluto has moved through the sign of Capricorn, and we have been called into taking apart, or taking a wrecking ball too, wherever Capricorn energies have been out of alignment with our highest good, out of alignment with the divine miracle of human being that you really are, out of alignment with your true soul. Now, I know that not everybody who watches this will have walked their own Me Too journey, as I did. And I think the ones who are watching, which is a lot of women, who have had to take on board physically the effects of where the toxic masculine energies have been in control, and that is a representation of out of alignment, where we have lived a story of being embodied in a female body, taking that shit on board in a female body. Of course, the unravelling has been quite acute and obvious, if you like. And I don't say that undermining the journey that many people will still be walking and working through, and it's horror, it's absolute horror, and that runs through the fabric of our society, along with many other things. You know, it's not just the Me Too movement. There are so many ways in which out of balance energies going full steam ahead in the wrong direction have sabotaged our lives, greed being another. Greed for the sake of greed. And what I want you to just contemplate, don't need to attach to it, but just to contemplate, is where you've sold yourself short. For example, by working in workplaces that have been not actually aligned with your heart, where you don't feel like you can bring your full self to the stage show of your life every day. I mean, I'm bringing my full self here right now because I've chosen fully, deliberately what I do with my life. But not everybody has chosen that path at this time. And at this time, there will be more people contemplating something's wrong, something's off, something's out of balance. I just feel like I'm selling my soul every day. What am I doing this for? Am I really working this 9 to 5 in exchange for money so that I can create profit for other people I never meet or see, and who have this, there's a fucking corporate social responsibility statement, but does it actually mean something? Or is that just really clever words that are laced on the top, like veil, that's veiling something else? And the thing that's veiled is your own divine, amazing heart. 0 degrees of Cancer. Come back into love. Come back into your heart space. Are you allowing yourself to be fully expressed as the divine, heart-based human being that you are every minute of every day of your life? Are you allowing yourself that? And without judgment on the answer to that, what we will now be most powerfully called into is the following. We get to choose and use and be with the most brilliant Capricorn energies, okay, because this full moon is in Capricorn. We get to set long-range plans, long-term ambitions for self and others and future generations, and for everybody singing in unison, everybody doing it together, because our hearts are beating as one. We get to set those long-range goals and ambitions and work towards a future, whether that's, your own future, a shared future. You get to do that and declare that powerfully with the long range in mind. And you get to remember, that's what the full moon does, it reminds you of the full spectrum. Over here at Cancer, over here at Capricorn, or other way around. You get to remember the full spectrum, and your heart will go, oh my gosh, what is this I've been doing? Why have I set the trajectory of my life off in this way? And your little Capricorn hoofs will go, nope. And it's okay if you just go, not that way, that mountain. That's okay. You get to choose the mountain you're climbing. You get to choose your long-range solutions. You get to put your heart and soul and hard work and effort in, but you won't do it for the wrong objective. You won't do it if your heart's not in it. That little Capricorn goat inside of you is waiting, number one, for you to take the full sunlight of who you are as 0 degrees of Cancer, the person who has enough love for this whole world, enough love for everybody in it, and to powerfully say, I can do what I put my heart and soul and mind to. But first of all, we take that entire sunlight within our heart space and we choose from there. We remember who we are from that heart space. We remember the sunlight of the warmth of love. And if you find that your little hooves have been going off up this wrong mountain, you get to come back down and go, wait up. Which mountain am I climbing? Let's just go back to the whole drawing board on the strategy, because when you set off long range plans in motion, it needs to be coming from your heart. This is why when I talk about the cardinal signs as leaders, and that is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, people kind of go, what? How is Cancer a leader? Oh my God, from the heart. From the heart. And the invitation today is bring that entire sunlight within your heart space, grow that, expand that, feel the abundance of that, and feel your own heart and your love grow out and stretch and spread across our world, and allow it to reveal to you what is really what you want to do and be and say. How do you really want to show up in this world? And remember that you get to do that from your heart space. The plans, the Capricorn plans, the setting things in motion only happens after you've tuned in there first. Because what is nourishing and nurturing and in the highest good of all tends to be what flows naturally from your heart space. Okay? And when we're tuning into the energy of the Great Mother and of Mother Earth and of the pulse of nature that runs through every one of us, we are also tuning into the mother that lies within each of us as individuals. And the mother has to be nourished and nurtured, or how is she going to set any plans in motion to nourish and nurture those around her? So this is a day to really, really you will hear people talk about the full moon as bringing things into balance, and I'm just going to say, maybe not actually. Let's not even think about balance. Let's tune into your deepest heart space as being the most powerful transmitter of love that there is on this planet. Yes, you. Literally, yes, you. Because do you remember what I said about the sun moving from Gemini into Cancer? The mundane fabric of the microcosm of your life is a miraculous reflection of the outer macrocosm. You are it. You have that universe inside of you. This is a day to remind yourself of that. To bloom as you are, where you are, to do the things, say the things, call it in. I know this isn't the new moon. It doesn't matter if you've got some intentions. That's good, go with it. Change direction if you feel called to. Call in what your heart knows and truly feels is right for you. All of it, okay? And that is when you will say, oh yeah, here are my plans. Now here is something worth planning for. Here's a future worth aligning with. Now I can move forward. And that's the Capricorn part of you. So thank you for watching this transmission. Feel free to comment below if this has sparked anything for you. If you are called at this time into having a reading with me, I am offering all of my usual astrology readings that really get to the heart of you as a divine miracle human being. I get to look at and see your soul's original potential and glory for this lifetime. I speak your radiance into being so that you may know yourself in all your fullness, all your magnificence, and we can look at what's happening for you at this time. Often people feel at a crossroads and don't quite know what to do, where to go, and I believe that the cosmos has a lot of answers for us, and I am honoured and blessed to bring those answers to you if you wish to ask me. And also I am offering quantum regression, which remains an absolutely amazingly powerful way for me to guide you through your own process of allowing that which has been holding you back to fall away now. And it's a very powerful, lasting process that enables you to move forward. And that is everything I wanted to say. So if you're guided towards working with me at all, please feel free to reach out either on here or just email me, rachelmariabell@gmail.com, or message me on Facebook. Thank you for watching. Love you lots.